Ben TV Season 2. We are heading to Sydney right now, but we appear to be a bit lost. Yeah, how do we get through these mountains? Damn. You can understand how the early settlers had trouble, eh? Alright, Sydney, here we come. Hi and welcome back to Ben TV. This is the second season of the show and this is the first band, the Electric Sunkings. First we have Chris, and Chris will introduce the band for us.
We've got John Finch on bass over here, James Hughes, who percussionist, drummer, and Kobe Brown over here, who's guitarist and well-wisher of the band.
It's always good to have a well-wisher on board. Yeah, so how long have you been together for?
I'd say we've been together, 2 years? Oh, well, at the lineup that we've got now, I suppose we've been a year and a little bit. Yeah, year and a bit. You can use a bit as saying, 3 months. Year and 3 months.
Year and 3 months. Well, you sound like you've been together a lot longer than that, yeah.
We've known each other for a while.
Yeah, you play well together, yeah. So, what would you say your influences have been?
The obvious, I suppose. Yeah, there's always the Floyd and the Beatles and Zeppelin, We got those that I think we all grew up on.
But then there's the not so obvious, like just bands that you might not expect, like punk rock and stuff, like 70s kind of punk rock.
Yeah, nice.
Then there's stuff that we like that I suppose hasn't really rubbed off as much as well. Like, I don't know, I like a lot of like 70s disco stuff as well. That's always fun to listen to.
What?
70s disco?
No, 70s disco is great.
That's awesome.
It's pretty funky.
No.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. BG's, I'm a big BG's fan, so.
Yeah, you can't say the fuck word on that.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I don't make it say Frick.
We'll edit that for
Frick that, Barbie.
Awesome, yeah. So, so is there anything you'd like to, any self-promotion, your Facebook group, that kind of thing?
Yeah, well, we've got the Reverb Nation page. It's probably it's my favourite page for the band. It's like the old MySpace, but just for music. So check out Reverb Nation. Is it just the Electric Sunkings?
I think it is.
Yeah, Reverb Nation.
So yeah, reverbnation.com/the Electric Sunkings. You'll be able to hear them. Well, you're going to see them in a second on the show anyway. So yeah, it's going to be awesome.
The great thing about the band is when you type it into Google, we're the first 5 results.
Yeah.
We might even be the first 60.
Yeah, quite
We're right up there. You just Google us and we're there.
The Electric Sunkings. For us to get
And
the Electric
Sunkings
Company.
is one word, but it's got 2 capitals in it.
That's true. I keep forgetting to do that. I also found out that the Electric Company is actually some TV show from, I don't know what it was from now. I think it was from like BBC in the 80s or 90s or something. So check me out the show. It's actually pretty good.
So where did the name Electric Sunkings come from?
Electric from Jimi Hendrix's Electric Ladyland and Sun King from the Beatles' Abbey Road.
Oh, nice, yeah.
They back together.
Comes back to the good influences, which are awesome, yeah.
Of course. We have to go back there.
Alright, and you're about to hear a track from theirs, and this is Ben TV Season 2, first band of Season 2, the Electric Sunkings.
1, 2, 3, 4.
welcome back to Ben TV. That was the Electric Sunkings and Mountain Queen. It looks like I found Sydney because I'm over the top of Darling Harbour on the monorail, and here's some more tunes.
Just left my soul, runs on my feet, all having a war. It seems like I could walk away from almost anything, anyway. I guess I do when I give my soul to you. You say that my soul is true. As I've been trudging over you, I'm not stopping, I'm still no closer to seeing the top. It seems like I can make it out now to almost anything. And in a way, I guess I do. My soul belongs to you. You say that my soul is true. My soul to you, and you say that my soul is true. And you say my soul is true.
Hello everybody, welcome to another interview. Today we have a special edition interview for you today. We have the drummer from Weird Al Yankovic, Mr. John Bermuda Schwartz. How you doing, John?
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you?
Okay, I'm doing pretty good. So, you've been with Al for a long time now. 32 years, is it?
September is 32 years, and 32 great years.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's kind of a milestone for somebody like you, and because I mean, not many bands, even bands, don't even last that long sometimes. How exactly did you get started in drumming? I mean, was that just something you've always wanted to do, or did your mom and dad influence you in any way on music, or how exactly did that come about?
Well, I came from a fairly musical family. Everyone did something. As I was growing up, my brother had drums, and he switched to guitar at some point, so I inherited the drums and started taking drum lessons. That was 1965. Now, earlier that year, or maybe the year before, I actually took accordion lessons, and didn't do too great with that. I suppose if I did, we'd be hearing about weird Bermuda Schwartz instead. But I've been playing drums for well, most of my life.
Well, I guess if you had done the accordion, I guess you and Al could always do duets together, I guess, because he plays the accordion too.
Well, you know, it's honestly, if I'd gone the accordion route, I probably never would have met him. I'd probably be admiring him from afar, saying, I should have done that.
Yeah,
if I was smarter and funnier, I would have done that. You know?
Right, that is true. Let me see. Now you've got some side projects as well. I know because on your website it said you have a couple other bands you're also associated with. Can you tell me a little bit about them?
Well, I've always played with other bands in LA, where I live. Currently, I'm in 3 or 4 or maybe 5 bands. I'm never sure at a given time. Probably my longest standing band has been with Rip Masters, R.A.P. Masters, and he does rockabilly, roots rock, country. Some great stuff. I've been with him since 1981, so almost as long as Al. Play with a band called the Zero G Band. Zero G meaning zero gravity. The leader of the band is an airline pilot, and also has a strong Air Force background, so Zero G. And we do classic and contemporary covers. Play locally. It's 1 gig a month. That's all we want to do, and it's great fun. Love playing with them. I play with Idle Hands, which is kind of an electric rock blues band. Been with them in one incarnation or another since about '99, and also playing with Crown City Bombers, who do rockabilly and old rock and roll. There's a gal singer up front who's great, does some old Patsy Cline and Brenda Lee and all the rest of those type things, rockers. Play with a group once in a while called Choice, classic rock, some originals. I play with a group called the Silver Beat. Now, that includes members of the Rolling Clones. Rolling Clones were one of the original Rolling Stones tribute bands from like 30 years ago. Right. And they're still at it. I don't play with the Rolling Clones, but I play with the 2 leaders of that in their side project. And we do old Beatles and Hermits and Animals and Kinks and stuff like that. It's great fun. Great fun.
Well, that's good. And for those of you that are watching this, you probably didn't know, but John was actually a sit-in drummer for a band called Apologetics. That's Apollogetix. And they're the Christian Weird Al. What they do is they take songs like from the Beatles, the Monkees, Garth Brooks, whatever, and they change their lyrics to Christian lyrics. Kind of like the way Weird Al does everything to other songs. And I know you sat in with Fred Behenna on the album Biblical Graffiti. Yep. And as a matter of fact, it was the Garth Brooks parody Friends in Low Places. Ben's to Low Places, and how was it working with Jay Jackson and the Apologetics crew there?
Well, those guys were great. I didn't actually play on that song on there, but I did.
Okay, I thought it said somewhere that was you that played on that track. I guess I was misinformed, obviously.
Well, it's been a few years. So we did that back in 1999. It's funny how that came about. You know, we knew who each other were, and you know, we'd been in email contact a bit, and I said, you know, if I'm ever in Pittsburgh, where they're based, with a day off, and you guys happen to be in the studio, I'd love to come and do some recording. Well, in 1999, in the summer, we were in Pittsburgh. We had a day off. They were in the studio, so they picked me up in the morning, went and had breakfast, went into the studio, cut 7, 8, 9 songs, and all but one actually ended up on the record. And great fun. And you know what? Jay and the guys were just were really nice and really sweet, and just you know, they had the other drummer let me use his drums. I mean, it was just really, it was very cool. It was a great day. I had a great time. I'm really proud of the work I did with them.
Yeah, at the time, I think the drummer's name was Fred Behenna, and
that's right. Yeah, Fred.
And I guess he did some other bands, I guess, too, as well as Apologetics, I guess. So I guess he retired from that. I've been really close with the band myself. I even made a fan site. I was the first one to ever make a fan site of Apologetics, and some other people liked it so much that they started making fan sites. So you can see fan sites all over the place, but if it wasn't for me, nobody else would have done it. And Jay Jackson was actually impressed that I did that for him. He was actually honored. So, but I don't have that site anymore. Some problems happened, and but anyway, yeah, I think that's just about everything I need to ask you. And I do appreciate you coming by. And you know, if you ever want to come by again, you know, and chat with us, I mean, you know, especially if you want to plug the next album that Al has or whatever. we'll be glad to have you back, and you can chat with us again. So,
All right. Sounds good. Thank you very much.
okay, well, thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Miss Divine, and I would like to thank you all for joining us on the very first episode of Season 2 for Ben TV. We've had a fantastic lineup of original artists this week, and the song you just heard was called Status Anxiety by a Melbourne band called Lonely Crowd. They've had great reviews since the release of their debut album last year called User Hostile, and they have been touring in and around Melbourne and Sydney. So if you'd like to see one of their shows, then you can find them online at Facebook, YouTube, Reverb Nation and MySpace. So just type in A Lonely Crowd and it will take you to their page. I'd also like to welcome Paul Gregerson to the team at Ben TV, our new host from Alabama, and also to say thank you to the artists that have contacted him to appear on the show. It's lovely to know that Ben TV is gaining so much support outside of Australia, and that we can also support other original musicians from other countries as well. The original concept of Ben TV was to create a 3D gig guide, going into venues and talking to the artists and the promoters, and giving the artists the opportunity to share their music and to let us know what their music means to them. So just a big thank you to all the artists who have appeared on the show, and if you are interested, you can contact us at bentv@wiya.com.au. Just shoot us an email and we'll be happy to respond and hopefully get you on the show. Ben very recently took the show through country Melbourne and also Sydney, and he was fortunate to catch up with Russell Neal while he was in Sydney. Russell is a host on 88.9 FM on a show every Thursday night called Radio Skid Row 2RSR. And Ben was invited there to talk about Ben TV, what it means to him, and also try and get other musicians interested in appearing on the show. So please shoot us an email if you are interested. We'd be more than happy to support your music. One of the bands Ben interviewed this week were called the Electric Sunkings, who since doing their interview have confirmed that they will be supporting Sandy Tom in her Australian tour in January of next year. Sandy Tom had a smash hit song in 2006 called I Wish I Was a Punk Rocker, which was a fantastic song. It stayed in the Australian charts for 10 consecutive weeks, and it became the highest selling single for that year, with a double platinum album accredited to them. So congratulations to the Sunkings, and we wish you all the best in your tour for next year. Now, to finish off the show this week, I'd like to share one of my original songs with you. So thank you, Ben, for having me on the show again. And this song is called Under Fire. We'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Miss Divine. Have a fantastic week.
And so, here we are. I just can't explain. but the feeling fades away. Confusion takes a hold, delusion can't be told who I am under fire. Hey, get out of my way. You can't remain. Hey, the sleeper awakes. You can't remain. Confusion takes a hold, delusion can't be told when to go under fire.
Hi, and welcome back to Ben TV.
Next stop is Harbourside Station. A light here for Harbourside shops and restaurants and the Australian National Maritime Museum.